Good evening, ladies and gents. Guest Gex here, starting a new Let's Play. A game I've not played before. I did a couple of minutes of it and then had to restart because my mic wasn't recording the game audio because it's a bit of a pile of dump. But anyway, it's Gone Home, which is a game that a lot of people have recommended to me. I don't know anything about it really, other than it's set in the 90s, and essentially you're coming home from somewhere or other, and you find that your parents aren't where they're supposed to be. So we're going to see what this is all about. It's going to be a much slower Let's Play. We're going to be kind of investigating, and apparently there's a lot of reading to do in it, and it's not a kind of action-y type of thing. I don't know if it's... yes, we're going to record over that. I don't know if it's going to be kind of like a ghost thing, or whether it's going to be like Dear Esther. I really don't know. So we're going to just kind of get stuck in and see what it's all about. So, yeah, a lot of people have said it is... oh, nice. Classic sort of cassette type of thing. So, as I say, it's set in the 90s, so... if you're watching this and you kind of grew up in the 90s, it should seem maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll see some things that are familiar. I was growing up in the 90s, so my kind of younger side of my childhood.
Hi, Mom.
Oh.
So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay, interesting. Is that us? That might be us. I don't know if that's... That could be us ringing home to say we're kind of on our way. I think, maybe, but yeah. There we go, June 7, 95. 1:15. Okay, so we're arriving quite early in the morning. Right, okay. As I say, this is completely blind. Okay. So yeah, here. Okay, this looks like our bags and stuff. So we've just arrived. It's bloody dark actually, I've got to say. Okay, let's have a little look. We can pick things up. As I said, I tried a few seconds of this, but the game didn't properly want to record. So there you go. Anyway, you can pick stuff up, and open drawers and stuff, and see what's inside. The hell. Grab Christmas duck. What the hell is a Christmas duck? $5.99 Christmas duck. Okay, porcelain? Possibly? I don't know. Made of porcelain? Something like that. Oh, there is a key. Nice. So we have a key. Nice. That would presumably be for the front door. Well hidden key. I would have thought we'd have our own, but anyway, these are presumably our bags. Here we are. Kate or Caitlin. Press what? L. Oh, nice. Okay, we've got an inventory type of thing. So we've got. Aha, there's our passport. That's us. Jesus, we look about 9 on that anyway. Boarding pass and a front door key. Nice. Spare key. Christmas duck. Boarding pass from a year in Europe. Okay, so she's been away for a year in Europe. Okay. Destination. So Caitlin. So okay, this is coming back from. So destination was Oregon. Flight number 273. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. Okay, so presumably not a lot else going on here. Soda can. Jesus, how loud is that? Anyway, let's get stuck in. Right. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone, did say Mum and Dad, but anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Sam, interesting. Okay, so Sam is either, presumably, because it says Mum and Dad, I'm presuming that Sam is either our brother or sister, I'm guessing. I don't know. Anyway, we're in the house. Jeez. Kind of Resident Evil Mansion style thing going on here, but anyway, bloody hell. Okay, so the lights are on there. Let's start investigate. Okay. As I say, this will be a much slower kind of Let's Play. So this isn't going to be, you know, guns and running about screaming and stuff like that or anything. This will be a much slower, taking it easy kind of Let's Play. Can we turn on that? Oh, it is on already. Anyway, so let's see what we got. Let's get stuck in. What can we find? Let's have a look. So we've got back and she said there's a note, nobody about apparently, and there's a note just saying don't try and find us. Interesting. Slightly eerie, but anyway. Directions to work from new house. Left on Crabtree. Okay, so Arbor Hill, Flintlock. Interest right. Okay, so Jesus, hour and 10 minutes. I wouldn't fancy doing that as a commute every day, but anyway, okay, fair enough. So that's just directions from that. So closed drawer, nothing else in there by the looks of it. Okay, we can turn on that. I don't think there's any other exciting notes. Not that else in there. Various coupons and leaflets and all that kind of shizzle. Okay. Aha. Forestry. Okay, forestry. So Janice Greenbrier. That's presumably Mummy, I'm guessing. Senior conservationist. Forestry. Okay. Right. And Goodfellow High School, which is probably one of us, I assume. Oh, hello, what we got up here? Grab board game. Over the Alps, a novel travelling game for 2 to 6 players. Nice. I do like a good old... Can't go wrong with a good old board game. Obviously, I do like family board game time. I tend to play the more obscure board games, like sort of Mysterium and stuff. Oh, hello, what's this? Read card. Have a doggone cool 17th birthday. Okay, terrible. How do you... Ah, happy birthday, Sam, Uncle Harvey. Okay, so Sam. So that's our brother or sister's card, obviously. Okay. Let's have a little peek. As I say, we're going to take this very, very slowly. So if this isn't your kind of Let's Play, if this is not your kind of thing, then do feel free to, you know, check out some other videos, my more traditional videos, or even another channel if this really isn't your cup of tea. Wellspring Movers. Okay, so it's just an invoice for the company that shipped all our stuff here. Okay. 14-inch TV. Yeah, you see, 14-inch and 24-inch TV, they would seem huge back in the mid-90s. But anyway.
Dear Katie.
Oh.
So much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Interesting. So obviously Sam is a girl, so it's presumably our sister. Possibly our little sister, I'm guessing by the fact that it said 17th on the card, and we must be older than that if we've been travelling around Europe. So I'm guessing it's oh, nice. Nice. What's this? Author magazine. Stephen King critiques the art of feedback. The blank page. How to... Okay, so possibly someone in the house is an author or wants to be an author. Maybe Sam is kind of keen on that side of things. Anyway, okay, interesting. We're going to leave lights on in places that we've been because I'll try and remember where I've actually been. It's like leaving things behind. Let's turn the lamp on first of all so we can kind of... Like a trail of breadcrumbs, essentially. Okay, that door's locked. Can't get through there. Oh. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sound... Jesus, the writing's a bit hard to read. So, traditional joined up S's, I have to say. Do like. Sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? When we were miserable fantasising about our own dream homes. I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Okay, somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split something. I can't split love. I can't read what that says. Split something. We've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Vinyl, nice. Again in the 90s. Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls? Girls. Oh, so yeah, definitely. Just the. I wonder if there's a third. Anyway, has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Rumi Carol. Okay, so Jan was that? Jan's the mum, isn't it? Yeah. So Carol must just be a buddy of hers. Okay, so So presumably Jan is quite wealthy because we've got this big house here and she's saying about a house in the woods as well. Interesting. Okay, so we're finding out about them. What have we got? Oh, we've got a Bible. Interesting, okay. And it's been put separately from the other books, which implies that they take their religion fairly seriously rather than just cramming it in among the others. Well, you see, I'm going full on detective mode here. Regional track and field finals, girls 100 metre. First place, Jamie won. There we are, Caitlin. Yes, that's us. Why are there four? Oh, it's a relay race. I was going to say, why are there four names? But it's a relay race, so there would be. But yeah, okay. So we're sporty-ish. Regional track and field, long jump, Caitlin. Yeah, so we won the long jump and the relay. So we are supposed to be a sporty type. And one of those kind of weird carnival skull things. Hecho in Mexico. Yeah, so made in Mexico. So one of those. Okay. So we can't go through there. Read the note in there. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to open this. There was a thing that said open it. There we go. Nout. So there's nothing else in there. I don't want to go upstairs yet. Let's do it kind of room by room. What's that? Oh, that's that card. We already read that. There's no sprint by the looks of it. Worldwide timetable. Katie's departure. Okay, so we left 7th, 6th. Okay, so we left last year, apparently, in the summer of last year, and we went from Cincinnati, presumably where we're... or Newark, I don't know. We either live in Cincinnati or Newark, anyway, and we went to Amsterdam. Okay, so we're learning a bit about ourselves as well, that we should probably already know. Let's get some light on in here. Oh.
Sam.
Hang on. I'm going to put subtitles on. Or am I? Yes, because the volume has to be ish low for me, otherwise I... so otherwise I'm not able to necessarily hear it properly. What? There's no subtitles, look. Okay, sensitivity... Oh, there we go, subtitles. So there must be subtitles, because otherwise I'm going to miss all this cack, so...
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you?
Oh.
Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay, well that was odd. So there was 2 messages for Sam, and the second one sounded rather worried. I don't know who was calling, whether it was supposed to be the mum, but I'm not sure why the mum would be ringing here. Okay, interesting. That's the mystery deepens. Let's see what this is. Sam, so it's a message again for our little sister. Daniel from the old neighbourhood called. He wants to come and see the new house. Call him back. Mum, Daniel is a total weirdo. That's nice. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. Funnily enough, there was actually a lad who lived fairly close to me where we grew up, and I always thought he was a bit odd, but he had a Mega Drive at the time, and I didn't have one myself, so I kind of put up with his weirdness because of that. Okay, so we're learning a bit more about the family. I love it when games do this. There's a lot of thought goes into this. You're sort of piecing it together bit by bit. You know, 20 minutes ago, I knew nothing about this family, and already... Oh, I got a map. Nice. And already, we're sort of learning about things from them anyway. So, yeah, it's really clever the way the game puts this together. Heavens to bit. I can hear a voice. That's weird. I'm sure I heard a voice just then. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Read note. Welcome new student. I presume this is for Sam? Maybe? It could be ours, I don't know. We hope you're excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so you can get right into the swing of things. Okay, so folder, notebook, pens, pencils, combination lock, nutritious lunch, and positive attitude. Okay, interesting. The positive attitude has not been crossed out. So it implies she's got everything except a positive attitude. So somebody, either me or Sam, me or me little sister, was not looking forward to school. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8. Bloody hell. I mean, I'm actually a teacher and I don't tend to get to school till 20 past 8. Anyway, see you soon and again, welcome.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school. And there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Okay, that's a bit odd. Referred to as Psycho House Girl. So that suggests something rather unsavoury may have happened in this house before we lived here. Interesting. Overtones of The Shining kicking in there. Right, let's see what we got. We got a postcard of Paris. From us, by the looks of it. Hi, Mum, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Parisian things, including eating breakfast and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you are my favourite sister. Oh, I wonder if... Oh, she's probably being sarcastic. I was going to say, I wonder if there's another sister as well, but obviously not. Love you all, Katie. Yeah, because she would have written the name at the top as well. Arbor Hill. Okay. There we go. So she's... Yeah, so mementos from her travelling days. Okay, I don't know who... De Soto. No idea who that is. I thought our name was Greenbrier. Unless that's... I don't know who that is, De Soto. That's a bit odd, because... First of all, it's not a real photo, obviously, but secondly, it looks... I mean, if she's supposed to be in the military, and yet she looks in that photo like she's got dyed pink hair. Nothing written on the back. Which I wouldn't have thought they'd allow in the military, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't over here, in the UK. I wouldn't have thought they would have done in the US, but anyway. Okay, slightly odd. Pack of cards, what's this? Read obituary, Oscar Doc Massan. Oscar Massan, 60 of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his... Oh, so it's just obituary. Yeah, Mr. Massan was born in the house. Tainted degree in pharmacy. So he was a pharmacy type. Well-loved figure, popular chap. A bit of a recluse, though. Seldom seen outside his house. Survivors include his nephew... Terence Greenbrier. Is that presumably... Is that our dad, maybe? Or our uncle? Or something like that. Spirit of Boone County. Okay, so... Oh, I wonder, is this the house he's talking about? Oh, there's a photo. There's a portrait that I missed. Okay, so that's possibly us. That's Sam. That's Mum and that's Dad. Yeah, there we are. Mum, Jan. Yeah, Jan, the conservationist. And, yeah, Terry. So that is him. Okay. Where am I going? Hang on, I haven't been... Sorry, I forgot which direction I was heading in then. We were heading this way, weren't we? Okay, so this chap died and left it to his nephew, which was our father. Which makes Oscar something to us. I don't know. I can't even... What? Something to us, anyway. Okay, so that's how... Oh, right, so that's how we've got this massive house. Right, okay. Jeez, how dark. There we go. I guess it would be. It's middle of the night and all the lights are off, so it kind of would be dark. What do you expect, Gex? What do you expect? Jesus. Electrical inspection form. Terence Greenbrier. Yes, it's for our dad. Arbor Lane. Arbor Hill, even. Wiring in house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements, however multiple layers of wiring have been added to the structure over the last 100 years. System is frequently unpredictable, lights blink out for no reason, pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuits wired directly behind the surface. Properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor and fixtures. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no... Okay, so they're saying that it's not... The wiring is a little bit ropey, but it's not in kind of... It's not causing any risks or anything. But they're just kind of, to make things a bit easier, they're just not going to bother tarting everything up, because it would cause problems and lots of disruptions. Was that open a minute ago? I'm going to close that for the moment, because that seemed a bit eerie. Oh, filing cabinets. Ugh, that one's got a combination, so we can't open that one. Nothing in there. Oh, another lamp. What the hell? You can do better. Okay, you backed. What? What if JFK wasn't JFK? What? Okay. Oh, that's rather odd. Okay, loads of notes about JFK's assassination. So, I don't know. Somebody's got a bit of an obsession with Kennedy. Maybe they're... I don't know, they might be into their whole conspiracy type things. Paradox in JFK death being desired. Back to basics. Sent back in time? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Examine paper. Pioneered laser disc backlog digital motion. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialisation, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer... Okay, so somebody's been writing out what looks like... Okay, interesting. That's almost like an advert for it, so... Maybe the dad works for that company? Okay, I don't know, and has been making an advert... Oh, what? I don't know what that has to do with all this, though. Killed in Marines. Why not disrupt motorcade minutes before... Oh, Lee Harvey Oswald. Ah, Confire. Yeah. Sorry, my laptop's gone to sleep. Okay, so it's stuff about Lee Harvey Oswald. I see. So yeah, Lee Harvey Oswald killed in Marines. State of emergency. Okay. Anyway, okay. Somebody's got a real fascination with yeah, there we go. JFK. Benjamin Almond. Okay, Almond. That's not. Okay, I don't know who Benjamin Almond is. Maybe he's a friend of our dad's. Possibly. You've seen the movie. Or also, it's just more information about Kennedy. Okay, put it down, you pleb. There we go. Let's have a wander into this incredibly creepy room. See what's in here. Yeah, oh yeah, we need a combination for that lock, don't we? Oh, creepy thunder. Oh my god, that's so cool. I didn't even notice it was doing that. I like it. Anyway, Bishop Grey, okay. Some of these subtitles are almost readable. Algebra for beginners. Something about daughter of an empress or something. Anyway, let's have a little peek. Right. Okay, we got a magazine. Fresh. True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. Weren't we all? Readers, tell us about their worst moments. 90210. Does anyone care about Beverly Hills? Not really. The male gaze. Okay. Sarah Holst. No idea who that is. I possibly should do. The name sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't think from what. But anyway. Oh. What's that? The accidental patriarch? Villain, ambassador, messiah. The occasional, sometime unreliable, saviour, hero. A year on the mountain, come down from the mountain. The accidental prophet. The unreliable prophecy. The accidental prophet again. Okay, I don't know what that is. Interesting. No idea. Not totally clear on what that is. Oh, can we have a look in here? Oh, hello. Oh, you knob. There we go. The Accidental... Oh, Terence... so this is his book, The Accidental Pariah. A message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours... What? James Bond for today's audience. Compelling. Okay, so the dad's obviously written this... Oh my god, they've even got an ISBN on it. That's awesome. I'm really tempted to make a note of that and check to see if that's a real ISBN for anything. But anyway, that's awesome. It's actually the right number of digits as well. That's amazing. Anyway, so the dad's written this kind of thriller, sci-fi thriller type of thing, and he's obviously got quite a few of them in here, hasn't he? Oh, hello. What's that under there? Gosh, Dad. Whoa. Gentlemen, the magazine for men, February 89. Japan's bloody war... What's on dolphins? Ladies in the ring, the women of wrestling. Okay. Moscow by night, drugs, prostitution, and the mafia, and the new rules of love. Okay, so the dad's... That's even got an ISBN number as well. 4626, sorry. I just want to check something. No, I wondered if they might put the different ISBN on, or same ISBN on, but they haven't. So Dad's been reading slightly ropey books. Trials and Tribulations. Oh, so I see. This bit of note, that note of paper is referring to the various titles he could have picked for the book. I see. And this is... Stranger Under My Roof, the best-selling advice for parents of teens. So the parents are having a bit of trouble with probably Sam, I'm guessing. I'm not going to read all that. Oh. Let's see what this is. Dear Terence, oh god. David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theatre Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. Okay, so David's only for a long time. Okay, so... Right, okay, so what I'm getting from this is it suggests that although the dad's written a book, it's possibly not selling too well, or wasn't selling well, or something, and he's taken on some extra job, these writing reviews, to kind of make ends meet, I'm guessing. And that could be what was in that fax machine-y thing, when there was a thing about the CD player thing. It said about that Jack of all trades comment thing. It said it sounded like a review, and... Interesting, okay. Oh, hello. 045... Oh, that would be the combination. 0451, nice. Interesting. Yeah, so he's probably doing that just to make ends meet. What was it? 0451, I think. You got to do whatever it takes to pay the bills. There we go. Dear Mr. Massan. Mr. Massan? That was Oscar Massan, wasn't it? The guy that owned the house originally. Please find enclosed your original document and a typed copy for your records. A notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. I, Oscar Massan, possessing full... Blah, 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 yeah, so it's just a will and testament, basically. Okay. Yeah, this is the official document to say that he's giving everything to Terence Greenbrier. Alright, okay, and that looks like the handwritten version of that, so, yeah. Well, I never. Okay. Okay. Didn't see anything else in there worth reading. I've got to say... Hello, what's that? Nope, thought I might have to pick up those books. This is really, really well put together. Fantastic game. I'm going to read that in a second. Just because, as I say, there's very... none of it is kind of just laid on a plate for you. You've got to just kind of piece it together and make your own assumptions and observations, and that's really well done, I've got to say. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I think I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this, and write back. Hi, Tommy. Oh, yeah, this passing notes back and forth. Got to say, we used to do this a lot. Even at uni, we used to pass notes under the door to the girls that lived in the dorm next to us, before we actually got to know them properly. But and also at school, we used to do this as well. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought, since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends. Oh, get your spelling sorted out. Either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you? Yes, no. No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Right, okay. Shedding more light on things. Who went psycho? So Oscar... I suppose it would be uncle. Of course it would. When I was saying what would Oscar be to her. Yeah, it would be uncle, of course, yeah. Interesting. Okay, so Oscar presumably did something in this house, hence she's torn it up, and she didn't write back a notice. No wonder you haven't got any bloody friends, Tommy, when you write notes like that. Okay, whose room is this? Whose room is this, I wonder? Oh, VHS tapes. They look huge. American VHS tapes are huge. They're much bigger than the UK ones. Oh, severe weather warning. Talking of which, there's a right old storm kicking up. Hang on, 2 seconds. Right, sorry about that. There genuinely is a storm going on outside the house.
Sorry, County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Okay, so it's just essentially saying that, a weather warning, yeah. What we could do with here, as I say, is actually IRL storm weather at the moment. Making friends. Sam thought this might help Dad. Might help Dad. Why look at the cover, that's hilarious. Philip Ackerman. Okay, so it's just essentially Sam, it sounds like...
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Okay, interesting. Now, big gold star. I may be reading too much into that, but that almost... The way she was talking about that other girl... Cause that is Sam, isn't it? Yeah. The way she was talking about the other girl sounded... I don't know, a little bit more than just, wanting to be a friend. I don't know, it sounded like... I don't know, more than just admiration. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I probably am, but I don't know. It's just the way she was describing her and stuff, and the attention she was paying to her. Anyway, let's have a little browse around. I'm probably wrong. Probably completely wrong. It's probably just because she's alone and kind of wanting friends. Oh, I meant to actually read that and see what it said. Role model, okay. Okay, yeah, not my cup of tea, to be honest. A little bit too raw for my taste, to be honest. But anyway, oh, hello. The Accidental Saviour. Is that our... Hang on. What did that say? It's that book Dad wrote. So is this the first book he wrote, then? Because that note said something about... Not just another James Bond. Okay. Present life hangs in the balance. Interesting. John Russell, whoever that is. Okay, so he's obviously... oh, sorry, I just noticed the time. That's about half an hour. I'm going to have to leave it there for the moment. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I'm really getting into this. Fascinating little game, it really is. So yeah, join me again soon and we'll carry on exploring and find out more about the family and hopefully find out what's happened and where everyone is, because there's a lot of questions I've got about this, but and there's a lot in this room to discover by the looks of it, looking around. So yeah, hope you join me again next time. Take care of yourselves. Let me know what you think of the game as well, by the way. No spoilers, please, but let me know what you thought of it if you've played it, or what you think so far. And yeah, take care of yourselves and I shall see you again very soon.